So we had started with this kind of idea of a beam to get a sense of scale only and kind of a color. The idea being that we create our box, the three-sided box beam, and then we put our 2x4 up onto the ceiling, and then we can just attach it to the ceiling like this, and with finishing nails just put it right up onto the ceiling. This, of course, does not look very finished, so I took some 1x6s and put a 45-degree on two of them, or on one side on two of them, and then two 45 degrees on the central one, and ripped it down to 5 inches wide. And then using tape, like painter's tape, was able to align them and create a pretty finished match on the seam. And this tape, it comes off later, of course, but this is just to align the beams. You pop a lot of glue in there, wood glue, and then what I did is I put a few finishing nails as well, just little nails on the side here, to create a nice little box. And you'll see here that the scale is a bit bigger than our original, but it is more square, whereas this one is more rectangular for sure. You have a bigger box, and therefore a lot more room to work with. And at 5 inches, the 2x4 fits almost perfectly in there. So if you put that 45-degree on there on the wide part, that this box will fit perfectly on just a standard 2x4 off the shelf. I don't have to do any other custom cuts on that. 2x4 may be a bit of overkill on the ceiling, but I wanted to make sure I don't miss with the finishing nails, because I don't want to split my wood or just fill the side with finishing nails to where they're seen. So I just went overkill and put the 2x4s on the ceiling. The color I picked out was I used a gel stain, mahogany, a rich mahogany color. And I finished this box with that. Now, before putting the stain on, and you see me do this later in the video, I took an angle grinder to the sides. And you'll see here, so when you match these up, my cuts aren't perfectly, I just have a basic table saw. There's obviously like a seam here. So I took my angle grinder and just kind of rounded the edge a bit. And then what I did is I took the whole box, and I've seen a lot of different ways of doing this to give it kind of a rustic look. A rustic or worn look, taking like a brush on an angle grinder, or like whipping it with chains, all kinds of things. I decided to put the whole beam and just kick it down my driveway, which has gravel and stuff on it, and to give it that kind of look of just scrapes, random scrapes on it, just kicking it up and down the driveway. I know, kind of lazy, but it gave me a nice like random effect of scratches and pitting from the gravel. And then I just wiped it down and sanded everything to make sure that everything was cleared out. On the seam, if there was any more gaps, I put some wood filler in there, and just to make sure that there was no seam and it just looked like one solid piece of wood. And I think the finished product, it looked very good, and it looked like one solid beam was up there after putting the stain on and filling everything and sanding it out. But that's kind of what you'll see today. And then I just put it up on the wall, popping some staples up on the sides like I said, and everything went pretty well.
concrete, coffee on the rail, got a plank and a plan and a weekend to nail. Dust in the sunlight, shaving down the grain, little sweat, little mess, but I like it this way. Hey, hey, hey. Kick it down the driveway, hey. Roll that rough edge out, turn a beat up board to something I'm proud about. From scuffed up, scraped up to smooth like summer rain. Work it, wipe it, watch it shine. Driveway dust and stain. Hands full of sandpaper, shoulders full of aches. Every pass, every scratch gives a wood new shape. Yeah. sidewalk, laughing at the mess. Step back, brush it off, yeah, starting to flex.